intuition, marking key levels and keeping it real. But new traders cry, thinking we steal.
You stole my chart.
That's what they say, but the levels don't change, they've been that way. Experienced traders, we see the same zone. Support and resistance, that's how it's known. Price touch once, then it touched twice. Market up clean, yeah, that's precise. Trade intuition, don't play those games. You're new to the charts and don't know how to trade. Tell me you're new without saying a word. Crying about charts, yeah, that's absurd. We see the same moves, price don't lie. Levels been there, open your eyes.
Yeah. Open your eyes.
They act like they found some secret key, like support and resistance ain't plain to see. Trade intuition, just laugh and move. Been trading for years, sticking to rules. Zone been tested, history clear. Fake accusations, we don't do fear. Market up right, wait for the break. Risk on lock, no trades on faith.
No need to flex, no need to fight. Charts don't change overnight. Patterns repeat, same old game, but new traders quick to place the blame.
Tell me you're new without saying a word. Crying about charts, yeah, that's absurd. We see the same moves, price don't lie. Levels been there, open your eyes.
Yeah. Open your eyes.
Trade intuition, don't claim what ain't new. Price action, clean, do what it do.
They mad at the truth, but facts remain. Price moves in zones, always the same. Stop with the noise, stop with the hate, or get left behind. It's never too late.
No shortcuts, no hidden codes, just structure, patterns, highs and lows. Trade intuition, see the game unfold. While they stuck on drama, losing control. Real traders mark up the same damn line. Ain't nobody stealing, it's all online. New traders mad, but they'll soon see. Price repeats, just history. Tell me you're new without saying a word. Crying about charts, yeah, that's absurd. We see the same moves, price don't lie. Levels been there, open your eyes. Yeah. Open your eyes. Trade intuition, breaking it down. Teaching the truth, no fakes around. No flex, no stress, no games, no lies. Let's make this money, watch it rise.
That's right, guys. Let's make this money. Let's do it, guys. Let's make this money in 3, 2, and 1.5, 1.25, and 1. Bingo, bango, bingo, bango. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever time it is your time, it's always time to make this money. So let's do it, guys. Let's make this money. My name is Joe, also known as Trade Intuition, where we show you how to successfully trade without all the complicated terms, pattern memorization. That stuff's boring. Who wants that? I don't. I just want to trade in a non-complicated way, if there's such a thing. And there is here on this channel. We show you how to trade in the most simplistic form. It's trading simplified, period. All right, here we go. Here we go. Right now in the crypto bubbles on the daily, we do have hype up almost 6%. I mean, almost 10%. Let's see here. EOS, it's up almost 8%. We have WIF up almost 8% as well. Thank you guys for being here. You guys are the best. We got Dave P in the house. We have Tano. We have WixY 589 and many others. Right now, we're just gonna look at crypto bubbles, then of course the liquidations heat map, then Bitcoin, and then we'll go on with the chat. If you have any questions, please let me know. If you have any charts you want me to do, same thing, let me know. We have Pi down again, 7% on the daily. Let's go to the hourly time frame. Ooh, got a lot of green, but Pi is still down. Not so good. Not so good. All right, let's see here. We have a bunch of these coins coming up. Let me know in the chat, are you in any longs or are you in shorts? Let me know in the chat. I would really like to know. Right now, as far as the group goes, we are still in our longs. Some are in profit, some, if we get stopped out, we will be at a very small loss due to us moving our stop loss. I believe it was yesterday. And then we entered some longs today. We had our alerts go off and everything was good. And of course, I mean, we're gonna look at Bitcoin in just a moment, but Bitcoin looks like it wants to break out. Now, I am currently in a short for Bitcoin, and I actually added, and I'll talk about that in just a little bit, just to see if it rolls over. And we're waiting for that rollover. We got West in the house. What's up, West? Good morning. Yes, good morning. Let's see here. Very nice. We got Steve in the house. What's up, guys? What is going on? So once again, I dedicate 1 hour of mentorship. Instead of you paying somebody $99 an hour to ask questions and go over charts, I do that for you. I do that for you. So I'm trying to save you money. All right, moving on. Let's go over here. Let's go to this. This is the liquidations heat map. We're going to refresh the page one more time just for good measure. We're looking at the 24-hour time frame. We have a whole bunch of liquidations right up here. Lots of nice yellowish area. So that's 64.5 million. We have 48.4 million. We have a lot of millions up here and then some. And we're right here. We're right at it. So does this mean that we're going to continue going up? Because we have some down here. Well, let's check the 12-hour time frame. And on the 12-hour time frame, we can see that we have a whole bunch right where we're at. We have a nice amount of 49.26 million at 102.5. So are we going to continue up and then just go up from there? Or are we going to possibly come down, get this, and then, Joe, your big head's in the way, and then go up? We don't know. Nobody knows. But my indicator says we're going up. Okay. Has your indicator ever said it's going to go up, but then it goes down? Well, yeah, nothing's 100%. I know. That's why we trade level by level. Do we use indicators? Sure. Do we use tools? Sure. But for me, the majority of my trading is level by level because the price cannot go up regardless of what the indicators or tools or anything say. It cannot go up without breaking this level. It's impossible. Literally impossible. It cannot come down here unless it breaks this level. It's literally impossible. You can have a bearish divergence. And here's the thing too. Joe, not story time. Here's the thing. Let's say we do have bearish divergence and we're thinking the price is going to come down. And we have these levels. We have CME gaps. We have fair value gaps. We have order blocks. We have liquidity zones. We have everything. Every possible thing that you can think of. And the price starts coming down because of your bearish divergence. And then it stops. It finds support. And then it bounces up. Has that ever happened? Yes. Does it happen often? Well, it depends. If we're in a bullish market, it's going to go up. Like, it doesn't have to come down because, it is attracted to the 200 SMA or the CME gap. I don't know how else to explain this. Price goes first. Price is the leader. All the data we have from indicators and everything, momentum indicators, it's all because it's cause and effect. It's because of the price. So I'm not going to talk too much on that because I know I always talk about it. And there's still people in here and in other places that, oh no, my indicator says that. It's like, your indicator is based off of the price action. Like, I don't know how else to explain it. I really don't. But a lot of people, they're like, well, no, the PLC and I was like, that's great. That shows you what has happened, past tense, and it shows what, the areas that it might go to, maybe, possible, chance of, but it's not a definite. Like, nothing's a definite. But I'll drop this on because I know I talk about it too much. But it's just like, y'all hear it, but y'all don't like, it doesn't click. It hasn't clicked yet. For some, it hasn't clicked yet. But once I start making my millions and I have, a million followers, then I'll be like, what, Joe? Wow, that's the first time I've heard it. That's amazing. That's great. You're the best. All right. So total liquidation. We have a short skin wrecked because the coin's pumping. We have 4 hour. Yeah, it's kind of neck and neck because it just kind of started. Same thing in the 12 hour, the 24 hour. Long as the begin rent. Okay. Anything else I want to show in here? I don't think so. Go and get rid of the crypto bubbles. Let's come over here to the price section. Ooh, doggy. So on this one, so here's my buying pressure. This is my actual trade right here. So I entered, I think here, once it broke below this is on the, oh wait. Well, we won't really break this down, but this is my trade. You know, I entered somewhere here and then I added, I think it was like somewhere here. I'm doing 20x leverage. I was down 10% from my entry. And then, so I was losing money. And then I added, so now I was only down like 5%. And now I'm down more. I don't know how much I'm down. Let's see. I can't see. That's not gonna show me. One second. Down 14.4%. We'll just call it 15. Down 15%. Ah. But I'm looking for this rollover and I'm trying to catch the top. And if I get stopped out, well, here's my stop loss. Now, what I do is I scaled into the trade. So I'm not in 100%. You know, I do plan on getting in a little bit higher right when it comes up, if it comes up. Do this, and this is the actual area that I wanted to add to my entry, but I thought it was going to maybe come down. But I want to add to my entry in here. And it did tap it and came down. But if it comes in here, I'll probably do one more adding to my entry. So it's reducing my average entry cost. And then hopefully maybe it comes up and then rolls over. But again, nobody knows. Joe, what do the indicators say? I don't care. All right, moving on. Let's see here. We got JP saying bingo bango. Techman says waiting on AMD to hit 125 so I can cash out and get Vegas money. There you go, man. There you go. It's all about that Vegas money. Let's go. Let's go. Let's see here. So this is on the 1 hour time frame. We can see we're in this range, and I actually broke up the range into two segments. We have the top portion and we have the bottom portion. And it's so funny. Like for me, I've purchased courses. You know, I don't know how to trade. Yes, of course I know how to trade. But what I like to see is maybe there's something that somebody else, like maybe there's a tool, maybe there's an indicator, maybe there's a thought process that either I haven't thought of yet, or maybe I did think of it, but I just kind of forgot it because I don't use it. And maybe they're using it and they're very successful with it. Maybe it's time to, you know, dust off that indicator and try it again. So here, what I'm doing is this is right here. This is a range. We can call this whole thing a range from here to here. And this is extreme discount. This is, well, it depends on how you're looking at it. If you're looking at this as distribution, well, how is it? Here's a question. How is it distribution or accumulation? There's a question for you. Well, if price comes down and it does this number, and of course it has this spring and blah, 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 comes up. This is the E phase. I call this the money phase. Money. We got Meet Damien in the house. What's up, Meet Damien? Appreciate you, man, being here. Appreciate you. Of course, Meet Damien does have a YouTube channel. Strongly recommend you check him out. Of course, just like any other YouTuber, there are, so just like Roll Dog, like there are things that I do not do that they do, but I strongly recommend you watch everybody. So one, it may be a different technique that I use and maybe it works for you. Or two, they may have a different, well, I know they have a different audience and they may be, you know, looking at coins that maybe we haven't looked at or haven't thought of, and they can make us a lot of money. I know that's happened a lot on Road Dog because I've been watching Road Dog for a while now. Road Dog, he's got a different community and I made some good money. Do we have any admins in here? I don't think we have admins in here. Let's see here. Let's come over here to this. Let's see here. Meet Damien right here. Here's my buddy. So Meet Damien. We need to get his numbers up. His numbers have been going up, but we need to get his numbers up. He has a lot of subscribers on TikTok. Man, I'm so mad at TikTok. Joe, don't do it. Don't do it, Joe. Joe, don't do it. I got to. Gotta do it. Story time. Story time. Story time. Man, I'm so mad at TikTok. I literally, like, if TikTok was an object, like a pin, I would get it and I would throw it out the window. I'm so mad at TikTok. Now, this guy right here, me, Damien, he's got a lot of followers on TikTok, a lot of viewers on TikTok, a lot of engagement on TikTok, crazy on TikTok. Let's do the same for YouTube. Like, let's get his numbers up there. So, oh yeah, you need the, okay, Diggy, you're an admin? Awesome. Can you put, well, I have it here already. Let me just put the link. So here's the link. All right. But I really hate TikTok, man. I upload videos and this, normally I would get like 5 views, 8 views, sometimes 20. And then this last batch that I sent out and I scheduled them all, you know, 1 per day and some of them were like 2 a day, but usually it was just 1 a day for like a week and a half. And then now it's time to do another batch. I go and I look, are you freaking kidding me? 0 views in like 5 days since I posted it. 0. I had so many that were 0 views. Man, if it, like I said, if it was a pin, I'd throw it out the window. But anyway, my YouTube is ends. It's okay. But all right, moving on. So what is, yeah, story time of biblical proportions? Yeah, man, I like every story time is like 700 pages. I know. Moving on. So here, the difference between accumulation and distribution. This is the Wyckoff method. Of course, this is the schematic with the spring. Just make everything simple, guys. Like, because there's some that have the spring and some don't. So if you're waiting for the spring, well, guess what? If it doesn't have it, good luck, because you just missed out because you're waiting for the spring. So all it is levels, guys. This is what I teach right here, plain and simple. You don't have to know the spring and the rally and the primary rally and you know, the secondary rally. You don't need to know all that stuff. Just I don't know how much easier I can make it. Here's a line, boom. Processes level, you enter. Set your alert, and then make sure 1 hour, maybe 4 hour candle close above this level, you're in the trade. Now, if it goes up a whole bunch, well, don't enter it. Now, if it's something like this and then it shoots up, well, this is a no-brainer. It's more than likely going to come down 38, maybe 50%. You don't enter that breakout. This is the breakout. This right here is the breakout you enter. I have a lot of people that freak out when they say, oh, you do the breakout? No, don't break. No, this is what I'm talking about. Boom, like that. Because it already broke this level, it retested and it came up and it's showing strength. This is what I do. But everybody freaks out when I say buy the breakout. What? No, man, like it's not this number. No, you don't do that. Anyway, moving on. All right, so what's the difference between accumulation and distribution? Well, the only thing that's different is what happens next after the breakout. Is it breaking out above or is it breaking out below? Now, of course, for the Wyckoff theory, they only show, let me go ahead and clear all this out. For the Wyckoff theory, let's try it one more time. They only show this as far as accumulation. And then they only show this for distribution. Okay. And these are not to scale. There's, you know, some of them have the spring and some, anyway, they only show this. But what if we have this and it does this number and it goes up? Is this a form of accumulation? I think so. Why? Because it went up. If it goes down, well, then it's a form of distribution. So this is what I do. We got James in the house. What's up, James? Appreciate you, man, being here. And all it is level by level. That's all it is. All right, moving on. I mean, I truly simplify everything. Truly. And there's some people that don't get it, and it's okay. I'm here every single day. Ask me questions, please, guys. Do not pay somebody $99 an hour. I give it to you for free. All right, moving on. All right, and I do use tools. I do use indicators, but the main thing is the price action. The indicators only show you what the price action did. Nothing shows you what it will do. Shows you what might happen. I have to stress this. All right, moving on. Let's see here. On the 1 hour time frame, we are in the stop level. And let's go and extend this bad boy out. Okay. So currently right now we are above the PLC. And yes, we did go to the value area high. And then we came down. And your mentor might say, well, if we break the PLC, we're going to the value area low. Did it go? No, we didn't. This is why man, I can't wait till I have like 1 million viewers and 1 million subscribers, so that when I'm saying something, y'all can actually take value of it and believe it, versus some people understand what I'm saying and most don't, because their mentor that they've been watching forever doesn't say this. They say if it breaks the PLC, it's going to the value area low. If it breaks the PLC, it's going to here. Okay, I'm gonna drop it. Okay, moving on. Let's see here. So this is my thought process. I thought this was my plan A. I could have easily lied and said, this is my plan A and this is my plan B. No, this is my plan A right here. This is why I entered the short. I entered the short over here, I think. But this is why I entered the short. Because I think that this might be distribution. I don't know until, this is on the 1 hour. I don't know until it rolls over. Or until it breaks up and continues going up, where it's like, oh well, I thought it was going to be a distribution. Turns out it was accumulation. All right, moving on. Let's see here. What else do I got? So this was my plan B, and sure enough, I thought we were going to do a lower high and then break. We actually did a higher high, which is showing a lot of strength, and then coming down and then breaking it again, and still looking for that rollover. Still looking for that rollover. Let me know in the chat. Do you think it's going to roll over, which all that means is going to just roll over, come down, or do you think we're going up for this weekend? Not for like next month or anything like that. For this weekend, today, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, that'll give it plenty of time to decide what it wants to do potentially. Do you think, let me know in the chat, do you think it's going to roll over or go up? Let me know. Okay. Let's see here. Anything else we got here? Let's zoom out. Let us zoom out. Why do I think it's going to roll over? Well, we've been going up. We had a nice retrace. Beautiful. Went up to the right. Perfect. I would like to have seen a retrace to here just to continue the strength and the health of the movement. We didn't get it. And then we had another pump, really big. And then here, beautiful 1 hour fair value gap. I'm looking for a rollover. It never broke this level again, level by level. And then sure enough, it didn't bounce here. It continued going up, broke this level. Okay, well, we're going up. We are literally at the mercy of price action. Once you can wrap your brain around that and kind of question your mentors, then this is what it comes down to, literally level by level. Then, okay, we're going up. I guess we're going up. We go up, we come back down, we retest this now zone. And then, it's, in my opinion here, it's going to go down, or it has a higher chance of going down. Well, Joe, I don't know if I should follow you, because you're saying it should go down, potentially higher likelihood of it going down, but it went up. I don't know if I can trust your judgment. Very, very, very wise, Grasshopper. Very wise. I'm showing you what I would have done in the moment of the trade versus what we see in the trade. There's the difference. I'm actually showing you, Joe, those are ugly colors. I know. I'm showing you what I would have thought, and what I thought at that time versus, we want to buy the bottom of this zone. Really? It's dumping. We have a fair value gap. We have a whole bunch of liquidity sitting here. You talk about liquidity all the time. Of course, I'm referring to the mentors. Y'all talk about liquidity all the time. Why would you buy down here if you think, because it didn't come down. If it would have come down, this is where we want to, well, once you know, we reach this level, really, man? See here, Dave P says roll over. Wes says roll in over. Kinked breakthrough. Yeah, I know. Techman says roll on, so I'm guessing up. And let's see here. We got Mario in the house. What's up, Mario? Appreciate you, man, being here. So when it came down like this, I'm thinking it's gonna break through this level. However, and this is why the people. I'm wearing a funny shirt. I don't know if y'all can see part of my shirt. I'll show it to y'all at the end of the show, possible. But here, like, we're not going to enter a short until we break this level. And then we're going to add to our short once it breaks this level by level. But of course, you have all your mentors that say, if the price would have done this, they would have said, yes, look, guys, we shorted right here. Join our group and blah, blah. We absolutely killed it. However, they may have, and then they may have gotten wrecked, or the price could have come down here and then come up and they get wrecked. So again, level by level. All right, moving on. Joe, you're talking a lot about these mentors. I do. That's why I'm not very popular, because I talk about how other mentors mentor. Like, it's, Joe, why'd your voice get so high? I don't know. I'm just saying. Let's see here. But I mean, everything does come down to price action. Price action is key. Just because it breaks, let's say this is our 50, because my 50 is in red. And let's say our 200, my 200 is in yellow. And this is my price action. My price action is in white. Let's say the price action is above here, and it's bouncing off of the 50 SMA. Awesome. Good. Is this support? No, it's a form of support. This is an average. But what happens if it breaks here and we get a bearish retest? Now the thought process, oh, it's going to the 200. No, we have a high chance, like a really high chance. I'd give it about an 85% chance that we will potentially go to the 200. Because we lost this, we're losing the momentum. This is the next average. There's a really high possibility we'll go here. Very high. And we might bounce on it or we might lose it. However, we can come down here. How many times does this happen? And then the buyers step in, boom. How many times does that happen? It happens, guys. So these are just averages. But when it does break and we get a bearish retest or anything like that, there's an extremely high chance that we can go here. Now, notice my terminology. Chance, possibility, probability, extremely high. They're all levels of degrees of potentially it might happen. One thing that I really, really dislike from other mentors, they'll say, oh, it broke the 50 SMA, it's going to the 200. What if you open a big short and it does this? And you get sucked up. If you have the mentality, if you have the bias that it's going somewhere, you don't leave yourself open to options, as opposed to, and again, trading is very psychological. I have to stress this, and this is when I'm referring to all this stuff, is because it's the psyche of trading. If you tell yourself it will do something, you're going to get wrecked, or rather you have a high chance of getting wrecked. But if you tell yourself, well, it broke the 50, there's a really high chance it can go to the 200, you're giving yourself an option to where it might reverse. And if it does, okay, let's maybe tighten our stop loss, maybe close out half of the trade, just to kind of see, are we going to get a bounce? Is it going to go our way? But if you have the mentality that it will do something and it starts going the opposite way, let's say, for example, we're going to short and we open our short and it looks great. Man, it looks great. And then we do this, but we still have the mentality that it will go to the yellow, and it does this and it broke this level. but yet we still have the mentality that it will go, because here was our point of control. And of course, you know, we lost it way up here. And here is our value area low. So it will go to the value area low. It will go to the 200 SMA. We have bearish divergence. It will do this X, Y, and Z. And then it continues going up. And instead of all these opportunities, potentially closing some of your trade, some of your position, maybe tighten up your stop loss because it's going against your idea. Your idea is now becoming invalid every single level that it breaks. But because you have that mentality, I'm gonna hold it, and then you lose more money than you should have. So let me know if all that made sense. Put a 1 in the chat if it made sense. Put a 0 if you completely disagree. And if you disagree, that is 100% fine. I don't ban you. I don't block you. Let's open up that to discussion. And what I do here is I love to express the thought process when it comes to trading. You know what? I want to know who's here. Put a 1 in the chat. If you are just lurking, put an L. If you're just lurking, put an L. But if you're here in the chat, put a 1. I want to know who's here. Let me get some drink real quick.
Yeah. Trade intuition is all you need. They make it sound complicated, but trading, man.
All right, so we got one person in here. Awesome. Should we end the show? Maybe. All right, let's see here. Any coins, guys? Coins, questions, comments, concerns, issues? Oh, we got more people chiming in. Awesome. Let me know, guys. Like, my thing is to teach you all this stuff. You know, you don't have to join. I have a lot of, I got a lot of music. These are going to be instrumentals. This is going to be the background music. It's really cool music. I'm going to have some too where it's like a lot of bass, kind of like dubstep-ish kind of music. And then I'm going to have some like probably like 90s rock. I'm going to do some of that. I'll probably throw in some Tool in there and some what's the one where they cover their face? Slipknot. Right, I have some of those. Oh, anyway, what was I gonna do? Oh yeah. So let me know if you're here, guys. Put an L for lurker if you're lurking. Put a 1 if you're here. Now here's the thing. A lot of people, in order for you to learn how to trade, they charge you. Joe, you're charging? No, this is if you want access to me. There's a yearly service or a yearly membership. You get a month for free. We do a bunch of stuff. Like, I'm not gonna bore you with all that. You can read it, you can pause it. But it's trade_intuition. Reach out to me. I created a new welcome video. So if you're just curious about what the group is about, send me a message and say trade_intuition, Telegram, and just say, Joe, can I check out your welcome video? And that way you can see what we do. It's very interesting. All right, very good. Hey, we got Crypto Sammy. What's up, Sammy? Appreciate you, man, being here. Tech Man says, I'm working while I work. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. And thank you for everybody smashing the like. You guys are the absolute best. What I try to do here on this channel is show you the reality of trading. I'm not hyping anything up, and that's why, you know, I don't have 1,000 viewers or nothing like that. If I was like, yeah, man, who else did this and who else did this and clapping like a freaking monkey, and I'd have 1,000 viewers. But I don't. I show you the reality. The reality of trading isn't sexy. It has to do with logic. It has to do with brains. It has to do with probabilities. And that's what I do. And see here, lurking for the weekend. There, man, that's a song. That's a song. So what I do is I do songs. If y'all haven't heard my songs, oh man, 5 Finger Death Punch. Oh, I love them. I had a chance to see them, but I didn't. And the female I had at the time, she loved them too. So it would have been great. So here, and I'm gonna give you a shout out, Crypto Sammy. but it's lurking for the weekend. I love it, and I'm gonna work on it today, so it should be hopefully available tomorrow. No promises. No promises. I was gonna no fingers crossed. Is that a set? I don't know, but I'm gonna say that. So the downloads. There we go. Now, just to show you, let's see here. I want to show you something really quick. Oh, I still need to do this one for Mario. I need to do this one. I was going to work on that last night, but then I did another one. And then this one, K Diggity. I need to do this one still. I believe I was going to do one for that one. And there's others that I have saved in here. Oh, so this one's from BC Pork Corp. This one actually made the song. And this one all set. And now I'm actually giving shout outs. Bitcoiners Get All the Girls. This was a song here. That was pretty good. That was a good song. And then of course, Crypto Coin Mindset. Where, oh, where could the bull market have gone? So this was a good one. I'm gonna be on Crypto Coin Mindset tonight at 7. So make sure to tune in. And it's called, the segment's called Crypto on the Rocks. You just kick back. We talk about crypto, talk about life, have a few brewskis, get a little silly. It's really fun. All right, moving on. So I will be doing that. Okay, what else? Let's see here. David says, I'm always lurking. Will until I dox myself. That's funny. Here, going down the list. Okay, we don't have any questions. Lurking while working, but that should be the next song. Yeah, definitely. I'm gonna do that song. Okay. Let's see here. No questions. Okay. This is gonna be a quick show. More like Bitcoiners Get All the GERD. I don't know what GERD is. It's too nerdy for me. I don't know. Don't know what GERD is. Let's see here. And you guys are on a different level of nerd from me. I don't know. All right, let's see here. So this is Bitcoin. So basically on this channel, I try to show you how to trade in the most simplistic form. And everything revolves around price action. Everything. Just don't dox yourself. I still don't get it. Okay, let's see here. So right now we're coming down on the 1 hour. Let's go 15-minute time frame. 15-minute time frame. We are coming down. We are breaking below currently the point of control. We got 7 minutes left for the candle to close on the 15-minute time frame. See here. Gastro reflux. Nice. Oh, alert just went off on render. Yeah, so we can do that. So let's see. So what says, can you show how to pull a fib? Yeah. It depends what you're trying to look for. So let's look at render. Render, my alert just went off. Okay, it's breaking to the downside. We got all set in the house. All set, we were just talking about you. All good things, of course. Okay. So right now, let's look at render. Let's go in and delete our 11 drawings. Let's go to a higher time frame. So whenever you're using the fib tool, it depends what you're looking for. Let's go ahead and move this back. Right. So whenever you're looking for let me start over. Whenever you use the fib tool, it depends what you're using it for. Are you using it for a possible retracement to see where the price might retrace to, pull back to, or potentially again targets? Then you can also use the fib extension to see where this really helps when you're getting all-time high targets, because you have nothing to base it off of as far as other areas of resistance. So the fib extension is great for that. It's an extension of the fib. So in this case, I want to know where the price might retrace to And what I'm doing is I'm looking for, here of course is my magnet, here's my fib retracement, and y'all can't see it. Here's my fib retracement. Whenever I click here, it shows up over here. It's a fib retracement. I got a magnet tool. I have the star on. So what I'm doing is magnet tool always goes on. So make sure to turn the magnet tool on from the swing low to the swing high. Now what I'm doing, it's the lowest part of this move. Now if this went up here and then down and then up, I would use this if it was lower. But since this went all the way up and then it came all the way down, and then now this is the move. So this is the lowest part of this move. You go from the low to the high. Here are my settings. These are the basic ones. 0.236, 0.382, 0.618, 0.5, 0.786, 0.1. There's other people that have a 0.776, I think, and they call it a different name. There's others where there's more numbers. I don't like my chart messy, and I can see levels. So this is mine. And then of course down here it shows you the different stuff that I have here as well. Font size, everything else. I have it to where it's to the right as opposed to the left. And then and here's another thing too. Let's say I want to see where the price is going to retrace. This is something that I see a lot of people do wrong. They'll pull it from the top to the bottom. You don't do that. You don't do that to see where it's going to possibly retrace. The correct way is you pull it from the bottom going up. So that, because look at these numbers. These are all percentages. When it rolls over, we're looking for, on average right now in this current market, and this will change later, we're looking for possibly a retracement of the 382 level, maybe the 0.5. Now, the reason I pulled it from this, because this is the lowest part of this, you can go to a higher time frame. This is on the daily right now. But if you go in a higher time frame, you can see it a little bit easier in case you get confused with all the ups and downs. You just go to a higher time frame and then you can see this stuff. Mario says, I personally use the 0.89 for double tops and bottoms. There you go. Yeah, everybody has different things. For me, I don't. I have a lot of different, I used to have a lot of templates. Look at all these templates. And I had like 10 more besides that. It's ridiculous. But yeah, you can have all these numbers. See here. Also, it says you can say bad things too. What are you talking about? My shirt? I don't know what you're talking about. All right, moving on. Let's see here. So let's go to the daily. So I would think that the price might come down to the 382 or the 0.5. Now, here's another thing too. Whenever we're looking for a retracement, we have to realize the market cap. This market cap is pretty nice. And it means it's just over $1 billion. And not just over $1 billion, but it means that it is over $1 billion. If it was a 100 million market cap, render, then that would be something different. So this one is a 2.5 billion market cap. So this means that, a chance of it pulling back to the 382 is pretty good. 0.5, great. Absolutely great. If this was a 600 million market cap, it may have more volatility. So the expectation of the pullback could potentially be to the 0.618 or possibly a little bit lower before it bounces, just because it's more volatile. I hope that makes sense. Now, let's say you are looking for, let's say the price did something like this. And now what you could do, instead of looking for a fib retracement, being where it might retrace to, now what you could do, and in my opinion, this is more correct, if you do pull it from the top, always make sure your magnet tool is on. You go from the top to the bottom, and then on the way up, these are the levels that we're looking at for potential resistance from the top to the bottom. Now, if you like, you could reverse the numbers by clicking reverse, and these numbers change. The levels, they pretty much stay the same. Like, look at these levels. I'm gonna click it on and off multiple times, but look at these levels. Let's go ahead and let's move this over right here. So let's go ahead and look at these levels. I'm going to click on them and just see how far they move. So look at these right here. I'm going to go and reverse. Do you see much of a difference? Not really. These all stay the same. The numbers just change, and this barely moves. So if you wanted to, you could do the reverse. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. And I just know that when I'm pulling this, I'm not looking for a retracement anymore, even though I'm using the retracement tool. I'm seeing this for potential levels. So I hope that all that made sense. Let me know if you have any other questions on the fib retracement tool. And that's right. All right. So here, I'm looking at this one. Any charts, guys, y'all want me to do? If not, we will put the timer on. Timer, but the timer will put it for a few more minutes. Where is it? Yeah, so if there's no questions or other questions or charts, then we'll just call it a show. I greatly appreciate you guys for being here. You guys are the absolute best. I hope y'all we're not done yet, but just in case, you know, there's no questions or anything like that, this will be the ending. But just to let you know, I greatly appreciate each and every one of you who's here. Most of you know how to trade, and you don't have to be here. But you're here to hear my nonsense about how I trade, and just appreciate you. I appreciate you greatly. A lot of people, like I've noticed it a lot. They would always show up, and now, maybe because they don't like the way I trade, maybe they don't like the way that I talk about the truth. I don't know, but I offend a lot of people. I really do. I don't mean to. It's just people are so soft nowadays. I sound so old. I should be on the rocking chair on my front porch, smoking a tobacco pipe with a straw in my mouth, I guess, and rocking my chair. Man, these kids nowadays and this society, everybody's so soft. Like, you can't say anything. You can't speak your mind because you offend people. It's so funny. Anyway, like, going to Vegas. No, I'm not. I have $14 in the bank. And I always say that. It's so funny. Everybody who's in crypto loves to, well, I sold 14 Bitcoin this morning, and I'm planning to get in maybe like 70 Bitcoin this afternoon. I don't know. I'll let you know once I get off my yacht. Thanks, man. How do I make all that money? Well, I'll show you how to join. Just join my group. I'll show you how to trade. Just join my group. You join that group, and guess what? Next time you see them, they bought a helicopter. Why? Because everybody's buying. They're paying for their lifestyle. That's what they're doing. For me, do I have a group? Sure. This is if you want access to me almost 24/7. You don't need this to learn how to trade. I show you here. I'm so confident in what I do that I give it out for free, so that you make money. So you join the group. But yeah, Vegas, no, man, I wish, I really do. It's my goal. It's my goal next year. Next year to go. That's my goal. Let's see here. I changed the 0. David. There you go. I changed the 0.236 to 0.214, and then also add all those numbers. That way the lines don't move, and I really don't care. Yep. There you go. Yeah, if it isn't perfect, it's fine. And because all it is levels. But I tell you what, though, and especially like this price is going to find support wherever it finds support. Does it have to come down to the 382? No, it could come down here and then bounce up. It's going to find support wherever it finds support, whether it bounces perfectly on the 0.5 or it breaks through it just barely, then comes up. It will find support where it finds support. This is why I stress price action. This is why I stress price action. And everything that we do is because of price action. Well, yeah. See here. We'll definitely watch again. Awesome. Crypto Sammy says, wrong pipe. Wrong pipe. Yeah, I had to say tobacco pipe, because I know if I would have said pipe, they're like, man, what you talking about? There you go. Yep. Get off my lawn. Get off my lawn. You got 10 more seconds. Yep. Yep. I can't wait. You know. Now, granted, I don't have any neighbors. I mean, I have one, but he doesn't talk to me. We used to be best friends, but there's a long story. And no story time for that one. But yeah, I don't have any neighbors. But yeah, the kids walking on the, get out my yard. I want to say yard. Get out my yard. See here. It's rarely perfect, but it comes close. There you go. Mario says, people that really have money, and I say money, not money. Yep. Simply don't talk about it. Yeah, they don't. If they talk about money, because that means that they don't have any money. Simply true. Yeah. 100%. 100%. Yeah. And not only that, but some people that do have money. I think we're doing it. Story time. So my boss, I think I told you this story before. So my boss, crazy millionaire, multi, many times over. This dude was the cheapest person ever. So we're in his Lambo. We're driving to the tire shop. He had some new tires put on his, I think it was a BMW. Kind of like an Escalade type looking thing. I don't know what they're called. Anyway, so we're in his Lambo and we're driving to the tire shop. And he's on the phone with the tire shop people. It's like, thank you guys, for hooking me up and this and that, blah, blah. And he's like hyping them up. And he's like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and give you and the guys who worked on this a really nice tip. Just thank you so much. And so this dude, obviously, he pulls up in his Lambo. He has a really nice other vehicle. He's getting all new tires. You're gonna think, oh man, this dude's gonna like bless us. Like I don't have to worry about groceries this week. But when he hung up the phone, I looked over him because I know who he is already. He does all these empty promises and dreams. And I looked at him and said, how much are you gonna give him? And they're like, I'm thinking like $10 each. I said, $10? Really? I said, wow. I said, you're hyping it up pretty good. And he was like, well, yeah, I mean, $10. I mean, that's a lot of money. And I'm thinking to myself, this dude is so freaking rich. I don't even know. He has a lot of Bitcoin, just everything. So anyway, we go to the tire shop and he pulls out his wallet. Nothing but just stacks of money. And he can't even close it. Pulls out his wallet and he was going to give a 10, but because I was talking trash to him, he ended up giving a 20 to the manager, to the two guys that were working there. And, he did. That's what he would. He gave him a 10 first. And I'm egging him on. I said, really, dude? You're promising him all this stuff, so I'm making him look bad. I said, really, man? Like, you're promising him all this stuff? You're going to hook him up? You give him $10 each? And he's like, oh, fine. So he takes the money back and he gives them all $20 each. And I said, man, now you're just messing with them. I said $20. And I think he got upset. And so he goes and he pulls out all his wad of cash. Then he goes into his little backpack, his little miniature backpack thing. And he literally took out, I don't know how much, 20 grand. He took and he fans it out. How much y'all want, guys? How much y'all want? Because he's trying to basically say that money's no object, but obviously it is. And I'm telling him, the guys are like, well, whatever you want to give, like, because they don't want to ask for anything. And so then I tell them, give it all to him. Let him just split it. Bless them. Give it all to him. And so I'm like calling his bluff. And he just kind of looks at me and is like, well, guys, you know, hopefully y'all are happy with the 20. And thank you for helping. And then he kind of like changed the subject. I was like, man. But yeah. So that's my story time. Let's see here. Dave says, I hate those moments when you have the finger on the mouse and it runs away because you waited for confirmation. True. So what I try to do is I just try to scale in knowing that it might go or it might come down. So I'll just put something in it. And if it comes down, good. Because then it bounces like, okay, this is where I was thinking, but it could move from here. Nobody knows. See here, very good. Render, that's a coin, has ups and downs, yeah. But I mean, it looks good though. You know, nice, steady movement. Let's go to a lower time frame really quick. So right now, I would really only look for shorts if Bitcoin dumps. But the level we need to watch is 4.758. I would need to watch that. And if it does come down, it may just come down for this and then bounce up. Where's, oh yeah. So we have our levels here. So this is what it might, let's get rid of this. Second. So this is what it might do. Nobody knows. Okay. Let me just kind of zoom out a little bit. So it might come down here into this lower area. So this is what I'm thinking might happen. I'm fairly confident that it's going to come down. I don't know, but I'm fairly confident it's going to come down. Possibly do something like this. And then what you could do is just remind me tomorrow or the next day when we're doing, and just ask for render and we'll see if it came down. Now, do I think it's going to go up? No, but let's have our plan A, plan B. So this is our A. Our plan B would be something like this. This is our plan B. This. And we'll see. We'll see what happens. See here. I think I put Crypto Sammy to sleep with my story time. I'm not too sure. But that's it for me, guys. Let's look. I love this video. This video is called the Scammy Cup in Handy. I love this video. The Scammy Cup in Handy. There's other videos that I have, but I really like this one. I scale in and out. I figured it best to scale in slow and start small, build a position, leverage it up. I never adjust my leverage. I've never done that. I don't know if my exchange can do that. I've never tried really. And then get out in a large chunk and let it, yeah. Okay, very good. All right, so let's watch the Scammy Cup in Handy. Let me know if you like the video. Thank you guys, appreciate you. My name is Joe, also known as Trade Tuition, where we show you that trading doesn't have to be as difficult as other mentors make it. They make it that way so that you could buy their course. I show you how to trade for free. Thank you guys, we'll see you soon. Take care.
Talk a big game, but never stack it up. If you ask the wrong question, they acting all tense. Cause deep down, they know they lack common sense. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Fake gurus won't teach you less you pay that fee. They ain't trading, just selling some false belief. They got echo chambers all filled with clones. phones. Nod and agree, don't think on your own. Ask them real questions, watch them get mad. Talk in circles when they don't understand. Tricking new traders with hype and some lies, showing rented cars, flexing fake lifestyles. Fake gurus won't teach you, gotta pay to play. Acting like pros, but they trading in replay. Don't ask questions, they dodge and deflect, cause it might just expose what they don't know yet. Echo chambers, just hype and noise. Tricking new traders with rented toys. Trade intuition keeps it real, no flex, just facts. Trade intuition, put the truth on the track. They promise riches, they promise gold, but where's the proof? They never show. Just a flashy site, a paid group, same old scam, man. You know the name that rhymes with scam. They don't trade, they just post receipts. Screenshots cropped so you can't see the heat. Acting like bosses, acting like kings, but without their sign-ups, they ain't got a thing. Fake gurus won't teach you, gotta pay to play. Acting like pros, but they trading in replay. Don't ask questions, they dodge and deflect, cause it might just expose what they don't know yet. Echo chambers, just hype and noise. Tricking new traders with rented toys. Trade intuition keeps it real, no flex, just facts. Trade intuition, put the truth on the track. They don't want you to think, they just want your cash. Feeding you lies so their pockets get fat. But trade intuition is here to change that, to show you the way. With daily live streams, not a dream. Forget the noise, focus on...
All right, so good question. Wow, funny. Have a beef with Lifer? No, I don't have a beef with him. I just call him out for his BS that he puts out there. I mean, look at these patterns. They're forced. And he'll do a pattern that goes up and down. And so he's right, regardless. He tricks people. Like, if you think that he's a good trader, that shows me how new you are. And I'm not trying to pick a fight or nothing like that. It screams to me how inexperienced people are as a trader if they see this guy and they're like, oh man, this guy's great. He trades on emotions. If you look up the word grifter, Grifter, it explains this person perfectly. Charismatic, you know, basically what they're doing is they use your emotions, crying, laughing, excitement, all that stuff. It's horrible. It really is. And what I do is I call people out who are like this. And he has a huge network, and that network really doesn't talk to me anymore. They used to. They don't anymore. It's all political here. But I call everybody out. Everybody who's trying to get over on people, that's what I do. And I've lost a lot of viewers because of that. But I'm not here to be your friend. I'm here to make you money. So if you want to make money, I will show you how. If you want to be somebody's cheerleader and get wrecked, well then, when you get tired of that, you come back and I'll help you out. And I help you out for free because I'm confident in what I do. I don't need to sell you a course or sell you anything to do that. If you want access to me, well then you join the course, or not the course, but then you join my group. Only if you want access to me. But other than that, I show you how to trade. Oh, so my shirt, oh, let's see. So my shirt, it's a funny shirt. I've already changed screens, but, and I already took off the shirt, got my house shirt on already. But it's funny. It says, and excuse my language, it says, shit I don't have time for. And it's a list. Shit I don't have time for. This shit, your shit, their shit, half of this shit, any of this shit, anything that doesn't have shit to do with me. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. But yes, that was my shirt. I forgot to show it when I was on screen. But yeah, guys, so that's what I do. I call out people for their stuff, and I show you how I show you in the moment. I'm not a replay mentor. I'm not a replay millionaire, because we're all millionaires when it comes to the replay button. Oh, this is what we would have done. This is what we could have done. But in the moment, like, that's when we will make our money. Now, if I had something to sell you, man, I'd be showing you all that stuff too. But I don't. It's funny. But that, to me, like, you're either gonna like me for who I am, or you're going to hate me for who I am. And for me, I believe, you know, because I'm not trying to get over on anybody, not trying to buy a Rolex, you know, off of the members who are trying to make money. And here I am getting rich off of the people who are trying to get or to make money. And then it's just a whole bunch of crap. It's a lot of double talk. Like if you really listen, it's a lot of double talk. So either way it goes, he's right. And that's how they all do it. So for me, I have a plan A, plan B. And then I show you which one is my A and B. So that if my plan B works, well, this was what I was thinking, but it wasn't my first choice. Because what I do is I take accountability for what I say. Mario says, well, if you don't have the Dubai First Royal MasterCard, then I'm not talking to you. Yeah. And it's so funny too, because there's people out there that will say, once you don't worry about money, or once you make your first million, let's talk. Let's have some breakfast. And I'm thinking, what about right now? Like I don't even have money for ramen. Like, why do I have to wait for when I'm successful? I don't need to talk to you. I'm already successful. But it's so funny. All these people who have money, they are extremely stingy with it. And they don't want to help anybody out or nothing. I have a lot of stories, but I'm not going to bother you with that. Steve says, I like the way you let us know the info. I'm a newbie trying to learn. Dude. Oh my gosh. Like, I'm not a religious man, but I pray so hard that you watch me every single day. Of course, you know, I have, you know, multiple times that I do my stream, and man, I really, really pray that you watch my channel. I will show you how to trade, and you don't have to send me any money. You don't have to join any of my groups, or you don't have to join my group or nothing like that. Like, I'll show you. You don't have to pay $99 an hour to learn how to trade. Ask me questions. There are no dumb questions. There's either questions we've had before or haven't thought of yet. That's it. There are no dumb questions. So man, I pray so hard that you watch me, because I will show you how to trade. And I'll give you the actual reality of trading versus what all these mentors, they were taught by other people, and you'll see what I'm talking about, you know, with the long wick reversals and, you know, the magnets, and you'll see. And it's really difficult to advise seasoned traders, well, because they've used it and it works. You know, it doesn't work all the time, but it works enough times to where they believe in it. I'm just trying to show people like what the price, it's all about the price action. It really is. Meet Damien says, TA on honey. All right, let's do it. So let's do this for Meet Damien. And this will be like a bonus. Oh yeah, so let me turn on my camera. Turn off the camera. Steve says, appreciate you. Yeah, man. Like I said, I have nothing to sell, dude. Like, it just upsets me that all these people are so hungry. They're starving, and you know, they're giving up their grocery money so they can learn how to fish, but they're giving a crappy, you know, man, this fishing pole that they're buying, it's literally a small little branch that's gonna break, versus what I'm showing you. Man, you can catch a swordfish, you can catch a whale, yeah, you can catch, you know, man, I think the whale's the biggest thing. You can catch, you know, you get my point. All right, awesome. Thank you for subscribing to Damien. You're the best. You're the best. Oh, cool. Well, we'll forward everybody to you, man. So just let me know. All right, so here we go. We're looking at, let's go look at honey. I don't know what honey is. Honey. And let's go to this. Let's look at, we got KuCoin. We'll do KuCoin. Okay. I don't like it. It's a very low market cap coin. Nobody's trading it. I'm not sure what the project is, but we're going to look at it in just a moment. Now, for me personally, I don't like coins like this. Can you make a crap load of money? Sure. You sure can. Road Dogg, he loves doing tokens like this because he gets in them and he makes money. Now, I don't like coins like this. Oh, this is Hive Mapper. Okay. So Hive Mapper, I know about this one. I like the project. Could it do something? Sure, possibly. The 123 million, you know, right off the bat, we could tell that it was a very low market cap coin. I was thinking right around 100, definitely under 600. Let's go to all. And let's turn off the timer. Oh, leave the timer on. So we're on all. It was introduced back in 2022. Then Steve said, meet Damien to my list. Awesome, Steve. Appreciate you, man. Now, just know that anybody who I recommend, whether it's Tradefly, Road Dogg, meet Damien, I have a huge list. Just know that I might not agree with everything that they do. So it's very important that everybody understands that going into this. Like I recommend Road Dogg a bunch because normally I go on right after Road Dogg, and you know, when he shows up, sometimes he'll show up and I'll hey guys, you know, Road Dogg, but I'll let people know. And same thing with him, he lets people know too that you know, he trades differently than me. But the thing is, learn from a lot of different people and then mix and match, see what works and what doesn't. But yeah, so they had a really nice run up in December 2023, a year later, but again, low market cap coin. And then it just come down. Okay. What is it? It's a D-pen. It's made in America. So this is big, made in America. It's distributed computing. I'm not sure about that, but it's D-pen, AI. They like using these buzzwords. You go to their website, and on their website, it says the fastest growing mapping company in history. Okay, so they have a working project. That's another plus. Another plus is their website. It's all dark. I like it. So what does it do? It simplify fleet management with AI-powered insights. Okay. And come over here. This is the B. They have several different ones of these. So you get more points or rewards. So that's pretty cool. So here is Google, and here's B Maps, fresh and updated. Oh, that's pretty cool. Because how many times have you done that? Where you've been on these maps and it's like, there's a whole town there now, or a whole city. Let's see here. Then of course there's more stuff. And then you can read all this stuff. Pricing. Let's go to pricing. Where how can you buy this thing? Go pricing. $1 map AI, connect your AI. Okay. Products. How do you get this thing? Map your drive. So earn rewards by passively mapping the world. I like this. I really do. I don't like that it hasn't caught on yet. I don't like that, but you could be the beginning. You could be at the beginning of it. Enjoy the drive so this is really great for anybody who does Uber, Lyft, or maybe just sign up for Uber and Lyft so you can do this, get paid and get rewards. So there's a good thing. Then of course you mount it, you drive it, you earn. Boom, done. And then you get rewarded. And especially if you go in uncharted territories, like especially like the rural roads, there it's I don't know if you get more, but I believe I looked at this when this first came out, and I think there was like an incentive. I don't know if they still do that or not, but I mean I like it. So here is so there is another one. So when I first saw that, I think they had 2 or maybe 3 different devices. I think one was like 1100, but anyway, and they all do that. But the first one was a little bit cheaper, I think. Or maybe that's the first one. Is that the first one? Order B. So it's just that one, I guess. I thought they had like 2 or 3 different things of it. But to me, I like this type of stuff. I really do. And then you get the software for free, which they should automatically do, but they're just showing you that, hey, it's per month? Oh, first month is free. Have a commercial fleet. Oh, that's for commercial stuff. I mean, I like it. I'm not gonna lie. I like it. I don't like that the market cap is so low. I don't like that it hasn't caught on yet. Do I think it will catch on? I do. I really do. It's on Coinbase, which is good. All the new money will be on Coinbase, so that's good. It's on Mexi, it's on KuCoin, it's on Bybit, Radium. So the benefit is on Coinbase. So that is huge. All right, so now that I know more about this, I'm going to look at it more from the standpoint of fundamental analysis versus TA. TA, crap. I don't like it. Nobody's buying it. It's a very low market cap coin. I mean, it's going to pump and it's going to dump. I don't like this coin. TA wise, fundamental wise, I think this is a great opportunity. So that's a huge difference. We have this on the 4 hour. Let's go to the daily just so we can kind of zoom out a little bit. When did this one? This one was in 05. So let me find another one. Honey, because I want more data. Coinbase. Boom, done. Look at that. Okay. So let's go to a 3-day. Could this be the bottom? I think so. Here's a news flash, guys. I think all these coins, except for this one, because it could go lower just due to the market cap. You know, I'm not trying to, bully it or nothing like that, but just due to the market cap, anything under 600 million, maybe even 800 million, could drop another 30, 50, maybe even 70% if we get Bitcoin rollover that I'm looking forward to. If we don't, and we just pull back maybe 15%, I do think all of the alts have found their bottom. I'm putting that out there right now. I think that's the case, because if you look at any coin, and I did like 5-6 hours again last night, just charting coins, updating my group, and like they all look really great. Start, doing higher highs on the daily time frame. So they're looking really great. All right, moving on. Let's see here. So here we thought we had our low. We need to break our highs. We broke our highs. Great. We broke our highs. Awesome. So now we're potentially, this is the bottom. Here's a question. How do you know if you bought the bottom? The only way you know you bought the bottom is with time. The more time you have, the more confluence you can have for higher highs and higher lows. We don't want to break this low. We break this low, well, guess what? This is not the low anymore. Comes down, oh, never mind. I thought we bought the low, never mind. Now this potentially is the low, potentially. So let us zoom in on this. I like it. Let's go to the daily time frame. We have a low, higher low. And of course, we do expect these wicks just due to the low market cap coin. So I get it. So let's go ahead and map this one out. So here is our low. And let's go to a 4 hour. This one, it gets really ugly. Like this stuff freaks me out. Like, I don't know why, it just freaks me out. I think because I don't make money in this, because nobody's trading it. Like this is all just a bot, buying, selling. And somebody's like, oh, look at, let me put $10 in. Boop. No, it's not really $10, but you know what I mean. Then it's coming down. So for this one, I'm looking for a potential bounce right here. So really close to the bounce. Now, would I enter right now? Nope, sure wouldn't, because we might come down to here. And I'm using this wick right here, and the bottom of this. So this would be my potential bounce zone. And I'm thinking that the price might there's no strength right now. There's no market structure. There's no ups and downs, no pivots, no nothing. Where did the price change direction? Well, it really didn't. It literally did this. It did this. That's garbage. I would like to see this. This is structure. That's garbage. We'll make it fancy. Garbage. But fundamental wise, I might put some money into this coin. You know, not a lot and not all at once. You know, maybe a few dollars here and there, and just DCA. All right. See, people are dropping. People are dropping. Joe, we don't know what to talk about. All right, that's fine. So maybe come up, come down, and then now we start getting the structure, and then now we break up. That's what I think might happen. So if you're still here, meet Damien. I would recommend you ask about this coin. I'd say in about a day or two. This is the level that we need to break in order for us to officially be bullish. Officially. Right now, we'll see. But this is what I'm looking at. I do like it. If you want to be safer, I would actually set an alert here, not just do it for giggles. Let's just set an alert here for giggles. What is the price range from where we're at? Could we enter now to, sure, man, look at that. You're going to get 20% more than me. However, I would not be at a higher risk of this happening. And then now we're doing a lower low. When I enter, I'm going to be making money right away. If you enter now, you might, I don't know, nobody knows. It might roll over, and then now you're holding it way longer than you want to. And maybe it does bounce here and then gets rejected and then poof, comes out. So that's my thought process. See here, me, Damien, are you gonna go live right now? If you are, I'll push everybody over there. See here, let's see. I added Meet Damien to my list. Awesome. Money is a coin where you can enter. Yeah, I like it. I like the use case, and especially for Uber drivers, Lyft drivers, pizza drivers, any kind of delivery people, anybody who, you know, if you drive to and from the same place, I mean, you'll still help the community, but if you're like something else, then that's great. When I first heard about Honey, I actually wanted, and there's a few different devices like this. What I wanted to do, again, this was back, you know, a few years ago. I wanted to buy, there was like 3 of them. I wanted to buy all 3 devices. See here, Caspa, is this live? Yeah, it's live right now. But we're already finishing up. We're gonna go to meet Damien. But I wanted to have all 3 devices and then do my Uber and Lyft. Now, granted, yes, I'm a registered nurse. However, I do Uber and Lyft so that I could have extra spending money and gets me out of the house. So I that's what I wanted to do. I want to have all 3 devices. That would have been fun. See, David says, this is interesting. I drive a lot compared to most people. Yeah, and here's the thing too. Like, I've been into a few accidents. Now, granted, all of them have been somebody else's fault that were reported. It was always somebody else's fault. And my brother, he tells me, because man, I hurt my shoulder really bad on one of these accidents. Some lady rear-ended me. I was going to therapy. And so sure enough, my brother tells me, he's like, man, Joe, like, you don't know how to drive, this and that, blah, blah. I was like, dude, I drive way more than you. So I am at a higher risk for accidents. Like if you drive 2 times a day to and from work, and it takes you 15 minutes to go to work, 15 minutes to come back, versus me, I'm driving literally for 10 hours. Now, granted, I have, 30-minute stops each time I was doing pest control. I said, so I'm on the road way more than you. So yes, I'm more prone to accidents. Now, granted, they were all somebody else's fault. See here, they trying to compete against Google Maps. Yep. Yeah, it's a pretty good one. See here, Dylan says, apologies, late to the stream. Dylan, appreciate you here, man. Thank you for smashing the like. Yeah, we were already done, but then Meet Damien asked for a special request, so we did that. See here, it's one of my smallest holdings, but I love the fundamentals on, yeah, same here. Like the fundamentals are great. I absolutely love it. When it first came out, I was all about it. I never bought it though. For me, I'm pretty dumb because for me, I would rather buy the equipment to earn the coins because it's just so cool. You're doing something and you're earning the coins versus just buying the coins. But it's smarter, in my opinion, just to buy the coins, in my opinion. It's kind of like mining. For me, it's smarter just to buy the coins, but it's cooler to know that you're actually helping out the ecosystem and you're earning rewards. So that's my thing. It's cooler if you mine, but it's smarter if you don't, because then you have the equipment, you have the upkeep, you have the electricity, you have the heat, you have the noise, all that. Me David says it could be bottoming out. Very true. We need more higher lows. Extremely true. And yep, very true. Here, we went over that. Very good. Can you look at Casper? All right, really quick, because I don't know if Meet Damien is live yet. I don't know. I don't know if he's still in here. Okay, so let's look at Casper. 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 Wait, it's just Cass. So this is one. Are we in this trade? I think we're either in it or we were in it or we're looking to get in it. All right, so this was our plan A, and our plan A did work out. Price was here where we were thinking it was going to come down, and it did perfectly. Then come up, and it did perfectly, and then come down to make a lower low, and it did. Didn't come down as low as I thought, but it did. And then here's our decision point. Is it going to attack this, or is it going to roll over and go into our plan B? Here, it went up, and this is what I show you guys. I show you how to do all this stuff. And it went up, attack plan A, and bingo bango. Bingo and a bango. So let's go ahead and delete some of this stuff over here. Delete, 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 and delete all this. Get out of here. So let's go on this one, and let's go to this one, and delete. Okay, so it's a little bit cleaner. Here. And see, I'm making the thumbnail for the live stream. Okay, awesome, man. 145. All right, cool. We'll do this until 145 then. Sounds good, man. Sounds good. All right, let's see here. Now, let's see here. What are we looking at right now? Let's put this down here. Put it over here. Okay, so we did have a nice run up. A very, very violent pullback. Then a nice run up, lower high, which is fine. A lot of people freak out on this, but this is fine. Doesn't have to break up. I mean, if so, it's a really big move. So this makes more sense doing a lower high to come down to about this level to make it our decision point. But it went all the way to the 786 or right there about. So if we do this, we come up and here it broke our 618 and went right to the 786, like literally to the dots. Literally. And then started coming up. So this is what I do. This is what I teach. This is how I enter trades. Now, would I have entered right here? No, because I don't know if it's going to roll over or not. I need the break of this level. So here it comes down all the way here. I would like to have seen it come right here, golden pocket area, and then come up, but it did come down. It went up, had another little retrace, about 50% of this move, starting to come up. Now, if the candle bodies were larger, I would say, man, this looks really good. I'm wanting to enter. But Joe, what about all these candles right here and all these dojis and the hammers and we have 3 white soldiers, or I call them 3 blind mice, sometimes 3 stooges, sometimes 3's company, sometimes 3rd time's a charm, sometimes 3rd rock from the sun, sometimes 3 days grace, sometimes, did I say 3 doors down? I don't know. Sometimes, that's all I got. Yeah, I don't do that crap. I mean, I call it crap. I mean, if you do it and you're very successful, great. You must have an excellent memory. There's too many points to remember, or too many candlestick names to remember. I just look at the wicks. I look at the wicks. Buying pressure coming up. Selling pressure, buying pressure. Which one wins? This one wins. This one has more. JP says Three's Company. Yeah. All these names are so dumb, man. So I try to learn, you know, the hammer and the doji and the whatever. There's a rising star, I think, or a star. But when I saw the abandoned baby as a name for a candle, the abandoned baby, guys, I said, man, they're just making up stuff now. I was like, nope, I'm done. So I stopped. But if we can look here, we have a buying pressure more than selling pressure coming up. But look at the candles, the actual size of the candles. Like these candles, they tell me a story. And nice big candle, nice big candle. Candle's a little bit smaller, but it's okay. Kind of smaller, okay, small and really small, including the wicks. So it's kind of like losing its momentum, its strength. What I would think is, and I could be completely wrong, I won't know until we have more time, but I do think that potentially we're going to come down to maybe here. Now let me think. Down, up, down. I think we're going to come down to maybe here, and then potentially, I don't want to say it, roll over to maybe here before we get maybe a second wind. A whole lot of maybes in that statement, Joe. Not a fortune teller, guys, but I'm pretty good at what I see. Now, could I be completely wrong? This is my plan A. Sure, of course. That's why we have a plan A, plan B. We could come up here, let's say to here, something like this, come down, and then do something like this. However, I like to take accountability for that. Makes me look like I'm a 4-year-old. I like to take accountability for my call outs, and that way I can't say I was right. So if it comes up, I mean, I'm still right, but I'm not as right as I thought I was going to be, if that makes sense. All these other mentors out there, they're like, oh, look, we said it was going to go down or up, and it went up, and I'm right. Join my group, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I don't know about that, man. Lil Casper says 0.115. I have no idea what that means, but I'll say, okay. Yeah, whenever you talk to me, I always need complete sentences, complete thought process, complete sentence. Oh, okay, that. No idea. 0.115. That's where you think it's going to come down to, maybe? That's where your lower entry is? Possible. Let's just say you did have a lower entry there. Yeah, that's fine. Because the stop loss, heck, man, we can put it way down here. If it's a regular spot trade, we can put our stop loss way down here. So we have a lot of cushion, a lot of possible reversals. For me, I would have to wait and see what's going to happen. You know what? Yeah, I'd have to see. But for me personally, I think it's going to come down. So let's go to a smaller time frame. And you kind of see it here. It went up, down, which is fine. You know, it had a nice little pump. And then it went up. It didn't break this high. Came down, made a higher low, which is good. Came up, couldn't break this high again. Couldn't break it again. Made a slightly lower than these. And unless it breaks this, I really don't see it. Of course, and it just makes sense. I mean, it can't go up without breaking this. But what I just said is not rocket science. But if you're new, it all sounds very sexy. Oh man, so it's not gonna go up unless it breaks this level right here. Oh, okay, awesome. But I mean, it just makes sense. Like the price, literally, it's impossible for it to come over here. And of course, I don't know why I did that. I don't even know what it is. But price, it's impossible for it to go here if it does not break this level. It cannot jump. It has to go through it. So, give you a heads up. All right, do I have 10 more minutes of talking? I don't know. Ask me questions, guys. Ask me questions. Give me a chart. Yum, yum. You ain't some of my lemonade. And while y'all are thinking about that, let us listen to a song. I really like, I guess we can do Hindsight Hustlers. So a hindsight hustler, it is somebody who trades in hindsight. And what do I mean by that? Well, price already happened. Look, guys, what you want to do is you want to enter right here. This is where you want to enter. It came down to the golden pocket, and this is where you enter and look, join my group and blah, blah, blah. They do all that crap. That's a hindsight hustler. They're showing you what already happened. Look, guys, we have a long wick reversal. This is a long wick reversal. I show you how to do this and this type of trading. Join my group and we'll make you money. Same thing here, guys. Look at this, a long wick reversal. Join my group. That is a hindsight hustler. But they never show you when there's wicks and it doesn't. So for example, here, where's your long wick reversal? Well, it didn't go up, so they don't count this because it doesn't make them look good. So look at this one, huge long wick reversal. Where's the huge run up? Well, if the run up would have happened, they would have talked about it. But they only point out what makes them look right so that they can sell you something. So let's jam out to Hindsight Hustlers while y'all are typing in the question.
Hindsight, hustlers breaking it down. Charts don't lie, but these replay traders are a clown. They show the past, call it the play, but where was the call when it led the way?
They mark up charts when the move is done, saying this was the spot, should've got some. Real traders don't play that trick, call it in real time, not after it flips. They say buy here, cause price went high, or don't go in when it took a dive. But when the trade was right in their face, they had excuses, stumbling to pace.
Hindsight hustlers, always right, only show trades after in hindsight. Price went up,
Did you get in?
price went down.
I told you, did you win? Where was the call? Saying, here's the buy, but never the risk. When it was live, they double talk, making it a mist. Yuri, don't wait, hurry. Did you win? Price went up, did you get in? Price went down, I told you, did you win? They teach the setup, then say buy, don't wait. But when it dropped, I'm glad we didn't take that trade.
Looking back, they love
This is where I saw the price, and this is what I thought was going to happen.
price and
Not a hindsight hustler, not here.
wait till it's over, then talk as if they knew. Hindsight hustlers, always right, only show trades after in hindsight. Price went up,
Did you get in?
price went down.
I told you, did you win? Where was the call? Where was the call?
This is the flute break. I cut that part out when I put it in the songs that I have on Amazon. There you go.
Price at a level, we have a plan A, also a plan B. Trade intuition helps you see. They mark it up, but don't take the shot. Then claim to win when the moment's lost. They love the move once it's complete. Showing the charts like they elite. If they knew why they stay out, true traders don't play that doubt. Fake gurus love that hindsight view. Only new traders think the wisdom is true.
Hindsight hustlers, always right, only show trades after in hindsight. Price went up, did you get in? Price went down, I told you, did you win?
When you had Real-time game, not after the fact.
Price went up. Price went down. Price went up. Did you get in? Price went down. I told you, like, don't do it. They double talk. That's what they do. That's all they do. They double talk so they can sell you their course, sell you their group. And Mario says, yeah, they're keyboard warriors. They're demo warriors. Yep. I gotta do a song about demo warriors too. Mario, you're gonna have another song too. Yeah, so that's that one. Let's listen to another song. For some reason I can't pull up the comments anymore, but I think that's a funny one. Let's see here, Hindsight Hustlers. I guess I get 2 Hindsight Hustlers. Oh yeah. Next one is looking for another song. So let's do. I would play the mod song, but my mods aren't even here. Well, the mods weren't here that we made that song. I guess we can do, since I have it up already. Hey, you stole my chart. Tell me you're new without saying a word. I love it.
Trade intuition, marking key levels and keeping it real. But new traders cry, thinking we steal.
You stole my chart.
That's what they say, but the levels don't change. They've been that way. Experienced traders, we see the same zone. Support and resistance, that's how it's known. Price touch once, then it touched twice. Market up clean, yeah, that's precise. Trade intuition, don't play those games. You're new to the charts and don't know how to trade. Tell me you're new without saying a word. Crying about charts, yeah, that's absurd. We see the same moves, price don't lie. Levels been there, open your eyes.
Yeah. Open your eyes.
They act like they found some secret key, like support and resistance ain't plain to see. Trade intuition, just laugh.
Oh yeah, I love Jungle Tactics. That's a good song too.
Zone been tested, history clear. Fake accusations, we don't do fear. Mark it up right, wait for the break. Risk on lock, no trades on faith.
No need to flex, no need to fight. Charts don't change overnight. Patterns repeat, same old game, but new traders quick to place the blame.
Tell me you're new without saying a word. Crying about charts, yeah, that's absurd. We see the same moves, price don't lie. Levels been there, open your eyes.
Yeah. Open your eyes.
This is what I call the stairway to heaven. So we have up. Some people call this parabolic curve. I call it stairway to heaven. Because here's Joe, are you saying heaven's money? No, I'm just saying you'll be greatly rewarded. But let me chart this one out while we jam out.
No shortcuts, no hidden codes, just structure, patterns, highs and lows. Trade intuition, see the game unfold. Why they stuck on drama, losing control. Real traders mark up the same damn line. Ain't nobody stealing, it's all online. New traders mad, but they'll soon see. Price repeats, just history. Tell me you're new without saying a word. Crying about charts, yeah, that's absurd. We see the same moves, price don't lie. Levels been there, open your eyes.
Yeah.
Open your eyes. Trade intuition, breaking it down. Teaching the truth, no fakes around. No flex, no stress, no games, no lies. Let's make this money, watch it rise. Let's make this money.
All right, we got 2 minutes. 2 minutes. So we're gonna watch the Jungle Tactics video, and then after that, we're gonna be automatically forwarded to Meet Damien. So stay tuned, guys. Stay tuned. Then let's go over there. Let's do a raid. We're just gonna watch a portion of it, about 2 minutes worth, and then we're gonna go over there. We're gonna smash the like. We're gonna just flood his comment section. I'm talking like spam it for like 2 minutes straight to where he can't even read the comments. That's what I want. So let's go, guys. Let's go to Jungle Tactics. Thank you so much, guys. Again, my heart is in the right place. I want us all to make money. I don't want to make money off of you. I want to make money with you. That's my goal. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Jungle Tactics. Let's do it.
Jungle temple traders, patient, strong, be like a silent hunter all night long. Wait our turn, don't chase the thrill. Kings of the jungle, patiently waiting for the kill.
Profitable traders never looking for shill. Charting out the jungle, moving steady, never still. New traders chase green candles, but we lay low. Watching price creep, let the weak hands go. Stepping too fast, that's a new trader's mistake. Market full of traps, better watch and wait. FOMO got them lost, now they caught in the snare. We sit back, let the prey come near. In the jungle, gotta wait, gotta stalk. New traders take the trade when the fake gurus talk. Patience be the blade cut through the fear. We identify the trend till it's crystal clear. New traders running in, thinking it's a feast. Jumping on the pumps, wondering why the move cease. Short at resistance, long at the floor. New traders buying late, now they crying for more. Price moves like the wind through the trees. Fake outs lurking, gotta move with the breeze. Trade with the trend, yeah, the money gon' flow. Don't rush in, you won't like how it goes. In the jungle, gotta wait, gotta stalk. New traders take the trade when the fake gurus talk. Blade cut through the fear. We identify
All right, guys. New traders take the trade when the fake gurus talk. It's horrible. Absolutely horrible. And all these fake traders out here, all these fake mentors, that's all they do. They prey on the weak. They prey on people who are brand new, who don't know any better, with all the clapping and hollering, and it's just awful. Don't be a sheep. Learn how to trade, learn how to fish, and I will show you how in the most simplistic way. I do thank you guys very much. We'll see you on the next one. Now it's time to raid Meet Damien in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go.